He already got a tag earlier in the round on TenZ.
Down to 40.
Play a retake, yeah.
There's some of that space conceding that we were just mentioning. Tucks back into smoke, procs the dash, and is now ready to go forward. Recklessly, Sacy will be the first to fall. Xeppaa joining in on the fun. Now you're starting to see Cloud9 flood back out, take the space away as Zellsis gets active and pays for it with his life. johnqt left alone. They've gotten Spike down, but can he pull off another magic moment? He's gotten it down to 1. Moose has gotten it to half. It's not planned for him. There's the swing. The shots do not land. A little sluggish, perhaps. You know, they lose to G2 2-1. Xeppaa's already fallen.
Really close, up and personal in their face. At that point, it doesn't even matter, right? And it looks like Sentinels will have a free C site, and the breach of Runi is not really close enough to do any type of fast flood here. I say that, but Spike is just now getting planted. There might be a window of opportunity to flood out here, but Zekken takes his own opportunity.
A second one as Vanity falls. And they managed to get the Spike down. johnqt joined in on it. It's just Oxy. Now it's just Runi. I mean, they've stolen this round away. The high-low, a bit difficult to navigate, but manages to do so. Numbers still the way of Sentinels. Still plenty of weaponry.
Yeah, he couldn't close it out, but he's still getting that Spike planted, getting those 3 kills. Closing out the last round as well. Here comes the C exec. No one here to reciprocate. Vanity maybe trying to get some spam. Has to back off now, and that will be a C site fully secured and locked down.
It was a different approach to it, too. You think about the last couple times they've hit this site. It's been through long, but this time a split-up garage. They've got the lockdown, as you mentioned, that's going to buy so much time and create so much space. I think the other thing we have to mention here is Sacy and his positioning. Has the Hunter's Fury. Second and John get active. This is as easy pickings as they come.
Disgusting proactivity in that moment, just understanding that all the members of Cloud9 are in these weird, awkward spots in spawn, waiting for that lockdown to go away. So the proactivity in that post plant from Sentinels, that was on point. That was a hard read as well. And now they're on the hunt once more. Why not? Your economy's already, I mean, miles ahead of the enemy team. I mean, worst case scenario, you drop, you get your ult.
They did such a good job.
You know, we just need a break. We're burnt out.
It's a big shot out from Oxy, but second on the trade.
It's a fast trade. Trophy at the end of the year would be the icing on the cake for him.
Yeah, it would. What a cap to the year. Fall line out. Zekken falling. Xeppaa showing he can build that thing just as well. On the swing, able to settle, able to drop a IGL on the opposing side. Now numbers away of Cloud9. You're starting to see Vanity rotate and get to the party. Runi here as well. One away from his Rolling Thunder. Worth mentioning is he gets it online, but you can't imagine he drops in a position like this. Zellsis in a 1v2. A tap of the Spike, a dare, a challenge, a beckon for a swing, and only one foul finds the second. That's the cue for the Rolling Thunder. They baited out really well.
Look at the mechanics from Zekken to get out of dodge. John gets punished though, so it's a good early round for Cloud9.
I thought there was going to be a punish off of that. Meanwhile, Oxy building it off of his own. I thought they were going to be able to mitigate a lot of that damage off of the beginning, but Oxy just begins to tee off on the other side. I think he saw a wisp of that TP as well. So now TenZ patiently waiting. What? He puts it between his eyes through the wall. Unbelievable. And now the other waiting grazes by his ear. But Sacy realizes as the corners close in, the round is done. It's a dead man walking. Oh!
That short dart was broken by a teammate. Most notably Vanity. That's what I was gonna say. Yeah, Sentinels were dialed in on that angle, ready for any type of reswing.
Oh, it didn't hit him. Oh, but the flash is so good. But they still haven't cleared the angle. Now spotting him, now dealing with him. That could have been disaster. Somehow Sentinels settle up in numbers with site control and Spike planted. Now they turn their attention towards dealing with the attempted retake from Cloud9.
It's a 4v3 though. This is gonna be so hard for Cloud9 to execute correctly.
It will be, but they have the utility to do it. They have the mosh pit, they have the dizzy over the top, and they have a thrash. Zellsis has already fallen. His move starts to swing out. No contest quite yet. Look at how far Sentinels have taken a step back, vacated everything they had previously taken. See the shock darts go through. Sentinels are going to have to fight back for this. They may have given up a little bit too much space here. It's going to be on Zekken to get active. He's left in a 1v3 with Blades online. Finds a first, finds a second. Runi, the only one left standing. It hasn't even been given a half. Zekken should be able to swing. You've got TenZ with his ult.
It's all divergent.
As Zekken dashes out, you see the paranoia drawn out as well, but you're absolutely right. The spike is rotating towards C. The alarm bot out from garage may cause a problem though. Instantly, you see the pause for Cloud9 on the minimap, rotating back towards C.
And Zekken heard all of that.
Yeah.
He heard at least 2-3 members in spawn going back to C. This mid-rounding, are they cooking a little too much? There's only 10 seconds left in the round. Breach utility still up right now for the side of Cloud9 and runi. There's that fault line. Bomb is not going to get planted.
No, I don't think there's a way for Sentinels to get back in on this. Epoxy over the top in the blades as well as time expires. Yeah, they inserted Zekken, but he never really moved after that. A big round out. Sentinels towards A main.
Oh my goodness.
There's a name we haven't talked about.
Yeah, isn't that crazy? Sentinels have so many star players. Tyson just sneaks by the radar sometimes himself.
The big shot out there for Oxy. Op hasn't been scooped up quite yet. You imagine that will be the case. How much longer can they conceal Xeppaa here?
Yeah, does he get antsy? Does he want to peek? But he's going to get met by opposition.
His freeze is
Oh
crazy.
my gosh.
Another one. Now Xeppaa getting active. The dizzy over the top as Zekken dashes into his face. A site wide open.
Really good patience and poise from Sentinels there to just slow the round down. Not die to the operator early.
Of this game this time.
Bot being broken should prompt a speed up from Sentinels. That's why the dash is coming out on sight. Vanity. He just got caught lacking.
The timing of this kid's insane. That's not the first time we see that happen. And so Zekken will fill in, take all of that space with this 46 HP, which he doesn't seem to care about at all. Get the spike down, now they can take a step back.
And yeah, this lockdown comes through, but it's planted for long.
Yeah, they don't have to worry about it at all.
And now Zekken has the operator again. He almost hits that flick.
And the truth is, even if he goes down here, you've got a full army behind him to scoop it up and continue to play into it. There's a really small timing window that Cloud9 have to punish, and it's Oxy leading from the front, trying to cut him down. Meanwhile, John's position here is perfect. As Sacy pops the ult, you know he's being pushed. Moose trying to get active, he will clean him up. johnqt not able to settle the shots. That round was not supposed to go that way. Well done by Cloud9.
Oh, the smoke top C is genius. They're gonna re-clear Vanity now. Vanity gets one though. He's got to get out.
He's got a paranoia to buy some time. There's really no way for him to get out. He tries to TP, tries to get away, and he's caught off the spam. Oxy joined in on the fray, tried to clean up the mess that was left, and he pays for it with his life as well.
And again, with all that happening, Sacy was in A long by himself, and he heard the players on A rotate off because there's a player top short. I think it was Xeppaa. Xeppaa made noise running away from A site, so now this is free. 4v3. We've seen this happen before. What can Xeppaa do?
The first to join the fray, waiting for reinforcements to arrive, and now is faced with a one-way.
30 seconds left.
That's so miserable.
That spike not being planted yet can work in Cloud9's favor. They might have an opportunity here, but they're gonna have to speed up. Oh, and that paranoia just delays any type of push.
Well, the paranoia and then the lockdown too. You're forced to sit back.
Yeah, this has got to be a save. By the time you get back in, unless Sentinels make another mistake, there's no way you're winning this round.
No, not with Zellsis having his Rolling Thunder as well. But they will try a double swing out. TenZ gets the first 5 HP left. Tucks back. Tries to buy a little bit of time. And that is the biggest difference maker here. 3-4, middle of the map. Vanity off the paranoia. What's the swing? Oh, they're trapped. They have nowhere to go. They've got the Thrash coming in on one side. They've got a Crunch coming in mid from the other. But johnqt was ready. Able to punish and get one.
Spike down A.
A disastrous round for Sentinels. What a trap.
That spike down and short as well. It's up to the duo. I mean, they got the mechanical talent to do this, but will Cloud9 give them the opportunities?
A 2v4 here would be something special.
Right there. There's no way you know that runi's sitting here in heaven, right?
No. Perched up.
Oh, another Thrash as well.
Like a Guardian looking over the site.
Wait a second.
Zekken's on the prowl.
Uh-oh.
He's creeping closer, and I don't think runi knows. He turns at just the right time. But Zekken's there to punish.
That's the first, and there's still 40 seconds, Doug.
But they still have to get the spike. I mean, that's going to be the hardest part of this. Look at every other member on the side of Cloud9 staring at the smoke.
30 seconds left.
And Zekken's down to 6 HP. The spams are just a threat. There's certainly no way in. There's certainly no way they make this happen. Vanity with 3 on the round, looking for the 4th, and he will. Mimi mentioned one of the win conditions for the defensive side would be getting Zekken online and active early, getting it out in his hands and letting John call. That's an excellent start. Not only that, it's Oxy and Runi that are down. All of the go is gone.
Bomb grenade out.
I spoke about the first bloods being a deciding factor in this next half and closing out this map for either side, and it was Zekken who stood up to the plate, and man, he batted 100% on those shots. That was crazy.
And so now Cloud9 on their back foot, trying to figure out where do they go from here? How do they approach the rest of this pistol?
It would take some grave mistakes, and already a dink on the moose from John sitting in that A connector. That spike does not get planted, and it's on the side of Sentinels. Oh!
Well, if they keep swinging into him like that, they might be able to pull this thing off. Xeppaa having to go forward, tries to clear the smoke, not in the hands of your star, but because it allows John to call the game the way he wants. Oh! This kid is so good.
Don't need an operator when you got the outlaw. It's basically a pocket op at this point with the way this kid's using it.
This would be a disastrous round for Cloud9 to lose here.
Bomb grenade out.
It's a good molly from Moose to get rid of that alarm bot. I believe it was pulled back by John right in time, and oh my goodness.
It's not getting any better, Dre. It's not getting any better.
One enemy remaining.
It's all under Runi.
Down
He doesn't have the spike. This meltdown is catastrophic.
I mean, what were Cloud9 supposed to do in this round? Like, tell me. I feel like most of the kills here, and honestly a little bit of last year, I say that we're going straight into a C hit. Shouldn't be much opposition to be faced here. But it's the disciplined game and approach from all these players that you would think, you know, TenZ, he's the star player. He likes to go out, do crazy things. The discipline from him has been so superb this year, and that's why he's been playing so good.
Keep an eye on John. His positioning there is gorgeous.
Even a follow-up Omen Flash if needed. John, so confident to take that angle.
That's 2 on the round for the caller already. Zekken on the swing.
Jeez.
It's dead. I don't think I've seen that guy lose a gunfight in a really long time. Of course, as I say that, he falls, but it's still all success for Sentinels. This was close for a half. It's just been all Sentinels all the way from that point on.
Yeah, that break that they took.
Still trying to deal the same amount of damage. Leaves Moose with a brutal headache.
He's gonna get caught out here as well. Oh, some movement heard, so Moose could have the upper hand, but leave it to John to reposition and re-clear Moose.
It was off of the noise that he heard in spawn. It's just so effortless. It's such a smooth dance. And so now Sentinels will try to rotate over. The Rolling Thunder's gonna push them back though. johnqt getting dropped, decapitated. But Sacy's doing the best of his own. Runi's left alone. How in the world do you win a 1v4 in the face of that? You cannot. What a stomp, what a slaughter. It's honestly really reminiscent of how they tried running Haven. Think about how many times they fully cut noise.
Yeah.
No different here, but you're right. 40 seconds left in the round now. And they've got John, who's gone exploring up A just a little bit.
He's trying to bait a rotation maybe or something. Maybe off of this contact B Heaven, he'll take even more real estate up A Heaven.
The clock is ticking. 25 seconds
broken. Now. They're gonna run into a blender right here. Advance. Oh, the half clear. It still works though. Xeppaa.
Runi and Xeppaa were here. You're right. Xeppaa gets
There's 3 players geared towards there.
Vanity's so dead unless Xeppaa gets a really nice timing, but the cage goes up. The paranoia out as well. He's kind of been locked out of the play. Now he tries to strike, but TenZ is ready to greet him.
Oh, spam could have been great for Runi. Doesn't quite connect. And now this is a near impossible retake from the side of Cloud9. Trip and spawn will give info that someone's there.
A Spectre, there's the Judge. Oxy trying to find some value with it. But Sentinels disciplined and cautious in their approach.
Yeah, John saw that Judge on that peak.
Oh, he knows.
He saw Oxy pulling that out, so he got to dodge really quickly. And for Oxy right now. He's going for any type of exit kills he can get. Not on the board yet. He's just going to get flanked for free. And now Zekken, another ult orb closer. A flawless round, Doug.
Flawless round. Light armor save for Sacy.
Wow, what a fight from Cloud9 in mid. Can they get out away? I mean, Cloud9 don't need to leave anybody off a B.
Yeah, there's not enough to dissuade. There's not enough to manipulate. Oxy getting just the tiniest of margins onto Zekken.
Spike down B.
But John on the trade now, 2v4. The way of the defense with 13 seconds left. The spike still has to get scooped up and
10
planted.
seconds left.
There's going to be just enough time, assuming they don't meet any resistance, but they're getting trapped. They're getting surrounded. Xeppaa from down low. He will fall. This was a 2v4. Can Moose stop it? Gets it down to 1. The swing out is there. And there's just not, I mean, this is taking a little bit too long.
Double trip setup here in the open. Like, this rocket might connect. Oh my gosh!
What a shot. Vanity now falling. Sacy getting the spike down. They're still going to have to deal with these 2 trips that are waiting on the other side. TenZ gets caught. Cautious now.
Oh, he just barely jumps that trip, breaks it.
Stays alive with 45 HP.
Valorant gods want TenZ to live today.
We'll see how much longer they want that. We'll see how much longer they're able to keep that at bay. Zellsis on the prowl. Look at his positioning. Look at his timing. Look at his discipline. 2 found. And now the molly to deny as Moose tries to get past it, tries to disrespect it.
Zekken get timing here from this player in heaven. Xeppaa just barely misses.
This is such a pretty setup. Xeppaa, though, trying to cause a little bit of chaos.
Nobody else seen a main with that dog. And a lot of players showing in mid right now, so whoa, a very ambitious peak from Runi there.
It's getting punished. I don't think he realized the entire threat on the other side, but Xeppaa on the hunt. Gonna spot one with 8 HP, understanding there's more danger to be had. And so he tries to get away, manages to do so, at least for now. Everything slowing down as a 3v3 as the foot. The spike is still sitting outside of A main. Vanity still trying to control it. Sight on his own and manages to do so. Gets it down to a 1v2. But it's the Wonder Kid who's alive. Can he do it again?
30 seconds
8
left.
HP for Xeppaa. Moose healthy, rotating over. Joining his teammate.
Insta timing taken by both players, Moose and Xeppaa. Ooh, bullets can't connect, and Moose.
Note the same Viper Wall. This might be the time that they start to dial some pace in as the Seekers go out. The flash goes through, second satcheling in. Blistering pace into this round. TenZ is already TP'd back. I thought Vanity was gonna stick that. Moose falls. The sight entirely the way of Sentinels. Do Cloud9 flood here? They've got a couple of opportunities, but the problem is the window's gone.
Yeah, no flood will be in effect yet.
Spike planted.
Zellsis still has that Viper orb up. I think he's gonna put it towards screens. Taking 4-4 half. It's been back.
Saw the flash out from Xeppaa towards A main. It doesn't tag anyone instantly. Laces it up and tries to get back B, understanding the timing. The smoke hits just when the moment called for it. And now it's a 1-for-1. Keep an eye on Xeppaa. You've got Sacy waiting on the other side. Gives some of the space back. And now the spike planted. What's the approach here? How do Cloud9 get back into this?
Sacy's playing this so well. He fought out all the way back. And now this late flank is going to get immense value.
It's all about timing. Zellsis pushing forward with the nade at his feet. TenZ spotting the barrel of the gun, dropping Oxy. It's disaster once more. Numbers now the way of the attack. Paranoia goes out. And the smoke, it's just a tap. It's just a threat. Zellsis forced to challenge and check it himself. Dropping Vanity as he tries to find safe passage away. Xeppaa's gotten it down to 1v2. Zellsis is so weak, but time is so short. It is of the essence. It has to be now. He'll get his one.
Disrespected. Seeing if Runi would give him any type of mistake. Here's that response that you were mentioning. What would be Sentinel's decision? It's just sending Zekken on a lone warrior fight.
The problem with this pit is that if you get wrapped, there's no safety left.
There's nowhere to play.
And look at where Zekken is.
He's gonna get a timing on Moose right now. Oh my gosh! Speak of the devil!
Quick to the draw is the Sentinel. And now info gathered, they realize where the attack side is.
And it's these rounds where Sentinels just get discombobulated. They don't know where to go in the mid round.
I have dropped the spike.
Ripe for reset. Sentinels with 35 seconds left in the round slow things down.
Yeah, John's dead right here for certain. Now 5v3. A crossfire on the actual B site itself.
Moose, they try flooding out of heaven for Cloud9.
Oh,
But a lot more confidence from the defensive side. Vanity's already got the best of Zellsis. This is a very different look too. The paranoia out from really far away. That's going to allow Sentinels to rotate back. They could run another fake here.
yeah, they want to end B, but the problem is with this camera being up at A,
Well, and the fact they don't have heaven control.
when this dog comes out, oh my gosh, Zekken in a crossfire right now.
Vanity getting another. He's been so steady this round, but can Sacy respond? With Seekers out in the face of two. 10 strikes. Makes his way out of garage. A 2v3. The way of Cloud9. Is he going to try to flip the map? He is. The timing's going to be a little awkward, though. Sacy hasn't gotten over yet. So Moose will be ahead of this. He can cut off the rotations.
Spike
Cage
planted.
goes up. Moose is isolated in the fight with TenZ on the other side. The timing not going his way. Moose gets the best of him once more. Now Sacy's forced to sit back and watch. No real way to get active. No real way to join.
Not allow the enemy team to have any type of Viper utility on the actual hit. Doesn't matter because it's not Viper's sight that's being hit. TenZ here. Having some teammates flood in him. He was alone for a little bit.
You got to be careful about this wall here. Sacy has a flash. If it popped through it, that's exactly what they're trying to do. But Cloud9 are ready for it. Unable to find that timing window. Leaving John by himself. This would be the third pistol the way of Cloud9. They won the first half of Haven.
John and Zellsis right now. Zekken is not going to be here in time unless he invests those satchels on the rotate.
Look at that deep smoke from Vanity. It's so nice. Forcing Zekken to wait for just a moment. Now they've turned their attention towards A. The paranoia is out, but Zekken and Zellsis hold the line. An excellent response from Sentinels. Vanity in a 1v4. 40 HP for the star.
What do they do after they just push Zekken off this angle? Do they try to go back? Xeppaa, he's really confident.
Reasonably so.
Oh my gosh.
Besting TenZ from a distance. Zekken managing to avoid the paranoia, spotting a target, dropping the second. So snappy. Zellsis is here by himself. If he can create enough havoc here on his own, this could be a problem. They're rotating back and John's still here. Oh, he plays his timing perfectly. Vanity had no shot.
Down A.
Moose in a 1v2. Pressure piling on as he realizes he's got to get active. First matter too with the paranoia, but while all of that's happening, Zekken's trying to hold the line on his own. Back towards A, and he cannot. Can John do it? Tries to clear the Seekers. They've gotten the spike closer and closer to getting down. Meanwhile, their duelist on the side of the attack is gone.
30 seconds.
Zellsis on the swing. Vanity gets the spike down.
Planted.
If they can get out, they have a pit. They can try to lean into this. TenZ is just so far away from the play.
Yeah, full info gathered now, so TenZ can knife out, reconvene with his team. Sacy is going to be the one to start this retake, to initiate it.
Keep an eye on Moose. He's in a really good position. If he goes uncleared, it's going to be a problem. And they haven't checked him so far.
Great flash.
The flash is so pretty.
Oh my gosh, what a read here. They cannot both be taken out, but they might.
It wasn't off the cam. It doesn't connect. Only one is found. Xeppaa on the response as the rest of the spike tries to get out towards A. TenZ is going to be challenged. He's able to find one. Paranoia to reposition. Takes away the Sentinels. That's what, 5 go forward with the paranoia. Zellsis has to try to get away and manages to do so.
Even gets a tag on Oxy, putting him down to 50 HP. And this Omen smoke coming out, this is going to negate any type of heaven pressure that Cloud9 have been trying to put on.
If they try to split B here, again, they're going to have to deal with the trips. They're going to have to deal with John's setup.
It's too hard to deal with. Zellsis is going to just push through. As soon as this contact gets made,
What an angle.
there you go, he feels it. He can sense it. Everyone from Sentinels